Good afternoon from Alton Towers Scarefest, where there's loads of people here today. All the Merlin annual pass holders are booked out, so you can't actually come down if you're planning to today. So it's going to be a very, very, very busy day today. You can see all the people coming in. It's going to be a busy one, and all of the lawns tables are actually filled. It's busier than Oktoberfest down there, and yeah, it's sunny, which is surprising for Halloween. Usually it's absolutely chucking it down, but it's not today, which is good, so fingers crossed it stays like this for the rest of the day, all the way till 9. Fingers crossed. But my big question is, where is the Nemesis pumpkin gone? Where is it? Oh yeah, Scarefest is back. Look at the decorations on here, and Spooky 2.0. We got the hearse back. It wasn't here last year. You've got all of the what are they called? Oh, I'm losing the plot. The gravestone things, and you've got the car. Look at it, patchy on there. Look, you got cat on there. I can't remember what she's called. You got Frankenstein up there. You got Zombob, the new one. You got the witch at the back. Oh, they look great on there. Awesome. This year you can do all of the main Scarefest mazes for £34, and if you want to add the 2 family ones on for that as well, you can do it for £50, or you can get the unlimited Fright pass holder pass, which is £120 for unlimited Fright Night mazes, or Scarefest mazes, all throughout the next few weeks here at Alton Towers, which is a good option if you live near and if you can get down and do the mazes and you're a big fan of Scarefest. If you're scared of mazes, probably wouldn't recommend it. Submit to the spin. Oh, what could that be? I wonder what it could be. So the plan is very simple for today. I like simple and effective plans. We're going to do all the mazes. It's 2 o'clock now, which you can do all the mazes if you're a daytime ticket, which you can only get with the Merlin annual pass. If you've got a annual pass, you can only do the mazes in the day to get the discount. If you want to do the mazes in the night, you'd have to pay full price, unfortunately. But they make no difference whether you do them in the day or night. And it's actually better doing them in the day, because then you can get night rides on like Rita, if you want, or Smiler and Nemesis and Wickerman. Do those all in the night if you do them all in the day. You have more time to get on the rides. But the plan is very easy today. Get around all of the mazes, and then yeah, watch the entertainment last. Do that, and then call it a day from Scarefest. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be good though. Always love these late closes at Alton Towers. Look how nice it looks. Going to look even nicer in the night as well.
And, you know, it was a shop like you see with it, country
Inside the towers at Alton Towers. Are we going to be scared? Let's find out. I'm sure we will. Like the sounds. We'll be going in with these guys. For years and years and years, I've always been probably the attic's not best fan, but actually this year, I've got to say the attic was very, very strong there. Loads of actors in it. The theming of the attic has always been actually pretty good. Like the theme that they've got in there is awesome. Like the bed, it's like obviously going up to the attic. You got, I'm not sure the backstory, and I don't really care behind the backstory, but the theming in there is actually really good. It kind of reminds you of your great grand's house, really, doesn't it? With the theming in there, like they've got like really old blinds, really old like fireplace. It's just really old, but I thought it was actually really good. The scares in there were awesome this year, really, really good. And the actors, there was loads of them in there. They were jumping out. They were kind of like, it's weird because with the attic, it's like not a run-through maze. It's more of like a calm maze, but they scare you in this kind of calm way. It was actually really good. Really a quality maze, actually. I don't think I've ever said that about the attic. But if this is its last year, which it's rumoured to be, it's been a very strong year for it. Or the run through that I've just had there was absolutely awesome. Maybe it's the start of the day. The actors got loads of energy. It's great. And there was like the best bit of that is the end of it, because you've got like this dark corridors in there where you basically can't see anything, and they just jump out at you at all these points. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it actually. Really good. If I could, I'd go in it again, but I can't. So I won't pay for it again. But if I was to pay for anything, I think it'd be compound. But we'll find out a little bit later on. But attic was really, really good this year. Quality maze, I enjoyed it. It's always good because with the towers, you've already got a naturally set, beautiful scare maze in there, if you know what I mean. Like you've already got a natural great setting for it, so you can just kind of put some actors in there and it's going to be great. Next up though, it's time for Ortonville Mine Tours, but not just Mine Tours, Tiny's revenge. He's tiny and he wants his revenge, so I guess we'll go and find out what his revenge will be. And the bush that plays the music. I've actually made this route of scare mazes on purpose because I thought I'll start with the weakest, which would be the attic. I'll then go to Alton Mine Tours, which is quite an old one. Go to Daz Games because I actually pretty enjoyed that last year, and then to Compound. But actually, considering I thought the attic was going to be the weakest, and that was pretty strong, it gives me good hope that the rest of these mazes are going to be pretty good today. I'm excited now. Let's go and do the rest. It's time for the Alton Mine Tours. Choo choo. Bit of a queue for this one. Sheriff. And there we go, that is Alton Mine Tours. And actually this year, I thought the attic was actually better. I mean, Alton Mine Tours wasn't bad, but the attic was much better. There was quite a lot of actors in Alton Mine Tours, definitely more in the attic. Alton Mine Tours is, I feel like, a good maze, but it's probably overstayed its welcome here at Alton Towers, but it is still good. They got a few actors in there as well, quite a lot actually. They got the chainsaw finale, which was added, I think only a few years ago that was added actually, and that's really good. But the maze is actually pretty good. It wasn't as scary as the attic, I thought. Not as many jump scares. But I tell you what, look at this view. It's gonna start getting dark soon. Clock's turning back if you're coming for October. It's going to be a busy one. It'll be good to come to Alton Towers on Halloween. But if you have got gold passes or anything under that, you can't come on the weekend of the 26th, just because of how busy it is. But yeah, pretty good run through there of Alton Mine Tours. Next up though, it's time for a returning maze. It's time for Daz Games Panic. Not just Panic though, it's been reloaded for this year. Let's go and take a look at it. And there we go, that is Daz Games Panic. Not Panic, but Panic Reloaded. It was actually a pretty good scare maze. It's in the same place as last year. You got the queue there. They've taken away a lot of the Daz Games theming that they had last year. Like they had the mannequins down here and like barbed wire and stuff. They've taken all the way that because it didn't look great. It looked all right, but I think it looks better when you just have the pathway clear. And then you got the queue, and then obviously the maze comes in there, and you've got the pre-show in there, and then you've got where you get your bands ready in there. It was actually a really good scare maze. I actually don't understand the hate for Daz Games Panic. I really enjoyed it. I think scare mazes in general are coming quite stale nowadays. Like, you know what a scare maze is going to be. Maybe a few years ago, like maybe 6-7 years ago, scare mazes were a bit less known kind of thing, and now so many places are doing them, so the competition is increasing each year. So to do something a bit different like Daz Games Panic, where you have to do something as well as getting scared, I think it's a pretty good combination. And this year you've got the different symbols as well, so there's different symbols to last year, and also you have to do tasks to get that symbol. So say for instance, if I had a star, I'd have to maybe press some buttons to get the star, or in my instance I think I had a cloud. I think it was a cloud or a cross, and I had to climb through a tunnel to go and actually scam a band and get that symbol. I would have made it out earlier, but I was helping my mum get her symbols, so then we went out and I didn't get a time. But whatever, it was pretty fun. Really, I'm not that bored about the leaderboard. I mean, I would like to win, to be honest. Actually, I do quite like the leaderboard, but whatever. I would have got out in just under 5 minutes. I think I would have got out in 4 or 5 minutes, I reckon. But it's a good scare maze, and it's one of those that you can do again and again and again, because obviously you're going to get different symbols each time, and you don't know where they are. It was really fun. I really like it. So far, I reckon it's actually beaten the attic and Alton Mine Tours. I really liked Daz Games last year, and I like Daz Games this year. Be interesting to see if it returns next year. But now it's time for the final scare maze, or final thrill scare maze. It's Compound. Been looking forward to this one. Hopefully it lives up to the hype it's been getting, because I'm excited for it. Let's go. Wow, and after Compound second run through, look how good the towers look. It's like there's lightning in Alton Towers with all the flashing of the lights. Wow. There's been so many upgrades this year to lights around the park. There's barely any generators here anymore, actually, which is really good. Got all the spotlights. Wow. That looks incredible. And all the lights are on in the windows up there, which they did a few years back, refurbishing all of it. Wow. And there we go, I'm now back home after a great visit to Scarefest. And I tell you what, Compound was absolutely amazing. It is 110% one of the best scare mazes that I've ever done at Alton Towers. It was genuinely incredible. It was so good, in fact, that I parted with cash and went again for more. £12, I know, 12 quid. And I went for it again because it was such an amazing maze. And if you haven't been on it, definitely try and get on it in the next few days that Scarefest is open, because it is a fantastic maze. The axes in there are incredible. The best bit is going through the Nemesis egg part. There's different routes that you can go. When I went in twice, I managed to get through both routes. So I went the Nemesis egg creature way and also the other way, which you go past like a cook and all of that. And it was really, really good. A really solid maze. I can see that staying for the next few years. It was the best maze at Alton Towers Scarefest. Rankings this year is very easy for me. Compound, Daz Games, The Attic, and then Altonville Mine Tours. Easy ranking. Say what you want to say about Daz Games. I think it's a solid maze. Compound's a solid maze. And of course, we've got the new maze for next year, which is already built. So what's going to go in there? This year's Scarefest has been a really, really solid one. And a real step back up for Scarefest, which it has needed for a few years. And I think it was really good. I can't complain about any of the mazes. The mazes are quite expensive, but you know what? They serve it. They serve your money. And it was good. Compound was an excellent maze. Burial Ground's back for another year, which was incredible as well, with all the fire and all of the actors there as well, all without a top on. Don't know how they're doing it in winter, but incredible maze. Incredible day out at Scarefest. If you go in, have a great time. If you've been, let me know what you think in the comments down below. But that is all for Scarefest 2024. It's been a solid one. Can't wait for next year. What are we going to get? See you in the next one.